let's say, Jimmy, Hunter, Curtis, do you always take Curtis over whoever else is available?
I'd always take Curtis.
You bet, absolutely. It keeps those brothers from fighting with each other. Now, Jimmy D is your father.
Yes, he is.
Now, he's down in Oklahoma with the rest of your horses.
Yes, he is.
How many horses do you have altogether?
Oh, as far as in training, we keep about 40 to 50. Right now, we're holding about, I'm going to say, 35 in training right now. But during breaking season, which is the 2-year-old, you know, year to year, we will keep up to 50 head in training.
Tom, tell us the difference between training a quarter horse and training a thoroughbred. Now, I know you all get up about the same time every morning, but
that's for sure.
What are the differences? What are the basic differences?
Well, you know, as far as breaking the horse, it's the same process. You know, you ride them every day. But now, after you get a quarter horse fit, you start taking them about every other day. You don't have to take them every day, whereas thoroughbred, you just keep right on going. You got to put a little bit more time in a thoroughbred as far as miles.
Right.
You know, and stuff like that. But there's really not a whole lot of difference as far as leg problems. They're basically the same.
Right. Now, I've heard that it's tougher to gate break a quarter horse than it is to gate train a quarter horse than it is to gate train a thoroughbred. Is that true?
I don't believe so necessarily. I do them all the same. You know, you do the same thing about walking them through the gates. It's all basically the same type training as far as gate breaking.
Yeah. Now, let's say you had 3 good tips you were going to give to handicappers as far as quarter horses are concerned that read the racing form. What's the first thing you look for if you're going to bet a quarter horse race?
I look for a quarter horse that has the percentage in the money. That's an important part. I also like to look at highest money earned. That tells you that the horse has been running in some class races.
Mm-hmm.
And then as far as the third tip, you better look what the horse has done the last year. Make sure he's still on a good row.
Right. Now, Tom, occasionally we'll see some horses in here, some older horses, 8-, 9-year-olds, quarter horses, that have won $135,000 lifetime, and looks pretty impressive sometimes, but sometimes, you know, most of that was won while they were 2-year-olds or 3-year-olds. So if you're going to handicap quarter horses, you really got to know what you're doing, don't you?
That's right.
These thoroughbreds are a little bit easier to handicap, but I've found that quarter horses are pretty formful. I mean, as far as, you know, horses in shape, they kind of stay in shape and they run pretty well.
That's why you can go by the percentage in the money, pretty much. If you see a horse that's always better than 50% in the money, I gamble off that a whole lot because that seems to hold the form. If you see a horse is doing that, he's a good shot to bet on because the odds are with you.
You bet. Tom, thanks very much for being on with me today, and good luck through the rest of the meet here. Now, you boys are coming back next year, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Bring up 2 or 3 van loads and clean us out again up here?
We're going to work extra hard.
You bet. Let's get right into that first race.
Opening race Friday afternoon. The track's fast. Maiden claimers go at it here. 1 mile the distance. Slew Clue from the rail here. Shining Heart at 5-2 had a big shot. The favorite was Our Text with Donna Barton at 6-5, and Chris Will Do comes out of the 7-hole here, 3-1 with Ronnie Allen Jr. Froze Toes, Kenny Hare from the outside. Here they come in the opener.
They're off. Our Text for the lead. Slew Clue on the inside moves up. Sparks Will Fly up on the outside as they move to the first turn. Our Text has the lead. Slew Clue is next. Sparks Will Fly in third, a gap of 3. Back to Chris Will Do, fourth by a head, and Shining Heart is fifth. Another 3 lengths back. Misty Pop is sixth. Froze Toes next in seventh, and Gremlin Wind is the trailer. Down the backstretch, Our Text is opened up 6 now. Sparks Will Fly on the outside, Slew Clue at the rail. Shining Heart in fourth, and Chris Will Do is fifth. Then Misty Pop on the outside, 4 lengths back, Froze Toes, and Gremlin Wind still the trailer into the far turn. Our Text has the lead, now the margin just 2.5. And here come 2 gaining on the leader, Shining Heart on the inside, and Sparks Will Fly. 4 lengths back to Chris Will Do, and then comes Misty Pop. At the quarter pole, it's Our Text now struggling to hold the lead. Sparks Will Fly on the outside. Shining Heart next. Chris Will Do is fourth, and down the stretch. Our Text still a neck, but Sparks Will Fly comes on. Shining Heart through at the rail, and Chris will do on the outside. It's Shining Heart. Chris will do is next, and then Sparks will fly. Shining Heart in front.
Mike Smith under the wire here in the opener with Shining Heart. Time of the race, 1:41 and 4. The payoffs, Shining Heart, $7.40, $4 and $3. The 7-horse Chris will do second, $3.60, $2.80, Ronnie Allen Jr. And the 8-horse Froze Toes, Kenny Hare, $4 in the bottom. Second race in your Canterbury card today, Claimer's Duel at 350 yards. Storm On Jr. from the rail here, bet down from 31 to 18 to 1. Nebraska 4 to 1 had a shot. Advertiser at 7 to 2. I took Saber Wrangler at 8 to 5. Here they come. Second half of the double.
They're all in line. They're off. And Jet McGowan gets the early lead. Nebraska on the inside. Advertiser moves up, and Boston's Jack between horses. Advertiser has the lead. Boston's Jack on the inside is Nebraska. It's Advertiser.
4-horse Advertiser gets under the wire for Jimmy Hunt. Time of the race, 18-19, the payoffs. The 4-horse wins it. Advertiser, $6.80, $4 and $3.20. 6-horse, Jet McGowan, second, Karen Knapp, $4.20, $3.60. And the 5-horse, Boston's Jack, Jeff Jones, $7.80 on the bottom. Daily double today, the numbers 2 and 4. Shining Heart Advertiser, $40.60. Exact in the second race. Advertiser, the 4-horse, with Jet McGowan, the 6-horse, 42 even. We'll be right back after this.
Hello. Ed feels we should have a jingle to introduce our new Bartles and James Premium Peach Cooler. He has hired Stoney Munson and the Stonecutters, who recorded "Since My Peach Walked Out on Me, Life Has Been the Pits." They're trying to give it a more upbeat feel and work in some words about our all-natural peach taste. Please do not let the fact that we do not yet have a jingle keep you from trying our new Bartles and James Premium Peach. Thanks for your support.
Things are more exciting than cheering for a thoroughbred as it races for the finish line. So imagine what it must feel like to own one. Win your very own racehorse with all expenses paid. Father's Day, June 19th at Canterbury Downs.
Third race on the card this afternoon here at the Downs. Maidens go 6 furlongs. Wind walking out of the 2-hole. Kenny Hare had a big possibility for victory. Alverb goes for Phil Marutis. Dean Coots aboard for Clint Goodrich out of the 6-hole today. Clearly decided out of the 11-hole also had possibilities. Here they come at 6 furlongs.
They're off. On the outside, Wheezy Green goes for the lead, along with Clearly Decided, and Flings Hope up on the outside. Tufu Muves in 4th, and Oves Boy on the inside 5th. Alverb is 6th. Windwalking 7th on the inside, and La Prince Hemp on the outside is 8th. Rent Paid now racing 9th. Ben Yunkel on the outside is 10th. Then Goldville, and Prairie View Wind is the trailer. Wheezy Green has the lead by a length and a half. Wind Walking on the inside. Clearly Decided next in 3rd. La Prince Hemp is 4th. Alverb up 5th on the outside. Head of the stretch, Wheezy Green the leader. Clearly Decided is next. Alverb on the outside, and Wind Walking a furlong to run now. Clearly Decided has the lead. Alverb on the outside, and Wind Walking. 70 yards to go. Clearly Decided hangs on.
Under the wire, the winner here, Clearly Decided. Time of the race, 1:14 flat. The 11-horse wins it. Clearly Decided, Jose Flores, $13.20, $7 and $4.80. My buddy Phil Marutis' horse runs second for Dino and Clint. Alverb, $4.20, $3.80, and the 2-horse Wind Walking, Kenny Hare, $3.80 in the bottom. 11-6 exacta, clearly decided Alverb, $107.40. Fourth event of the afternoon here. Q's go at it, 350 yards. Claimers, let's take a look at the lineup. Antagonist threw every jockey in the place, and finally Jerry Rodriguez hopped aboard and gave it a shot. Shuffled the deck, 9-5. Restless Dr. Bob with Mikey Burgess from the outside. Here they come in the kickoff of the pick six.
They're off. On the inside, catch 'em and pass 'em for the lead. Antagonist right there on the inside. Then comes Try Your Boot On. From the outside is Restless Dr. Bob, but it's Antagonist going easily.
Antagonist under the wire, the winner here with substitute jockey Jerry Rodriguez returning 520, 280, and 220. The 4-horse runs second shuffle of the deck, Bobby Pledge, 260 and 220. In the 3-5 dead heat here, the 3-horse Catch 'em and Pass 'em, Jeffrey Jones, 260. The 5-horse Plan to Be Rich, Darren Miller, $2.40 on the bottom. Fifth race on the card today. Claimers here, 6.5 furlongs. My buddy Wade White sends Minnesota Tomahawk from the rail with Cindy Springman. 6-1 in the morning line, goes off at 9-1. 2-5 in here. 100 honors, Mike Smith for Larry Boyle. Can they beat the chalk? Let's check it out. Here they come in race 5. Tony?
They're all in the gate. They're on. 100 honors for the early lead. Favorite Thing on the outside next, and Minnesota Tomahawk is third as they leave the chute, a gap of 3. XL Tour is next, followed by La Belle Fox and Doin' Dishes. Down the back stretch, Favorite Thing on the outside, 100 honors at the rail. 4 lengths back is Minnesota Tomahawk in third. XL Tour is fourth. La Belle Fox is next, followed by Doin' Dishes. By the 3/8 pole, 100 honors on the inside, and Favorite Thing, they're racing as one, a gap of 6. Back to XL Tour, La Belle Fox on the outside, Doin' Dishes and Minnesota Tomahawk. Top of the stretch, and Favorite Thing bolts to the outside, costing her ground. It's 100 honors on the inside. Favorite Thing tries to recoup, 4 lengths back, Doin' Dishes, then La Belle Fox. It's now 100 honors, safely in front.
100 honors under the wire with Mike Smith here, the chalk, capturing the 5th race. 1:18 and 3 the time, the mutuals. 100 honors, 280, 240, 210. The 7-horse Favorite Thing runs second with Mike Allen, 340 and 240. And the 4-horse Doin' Dishes, Donna Barton, $2.40 in the bottom. 3-7 exacta, 100 honors. Favorite Thing, $12.40. Guys in the TV room here asked me tonight what happens when I go into 7-Eleven to order some food. I walk in and say, give me 2 6-packs of Coke and some cheese doodles and some gum. Ha ha ha. 6th race on the card today. Claimers here at 6 furlongs. Liege Lord goes from the rail. Mike Smith, 3-2. Acts Like Loom, 3-1. Father Riley at 3-2. That's the competition. 1, 2, 3. Here they come in the 6th race.
They're all in line. They're on. On the inside, Acts Like Loom sprints clear for the early lead. Lover's Concerto is next. Father Riley moves up, and Don't Get Hooked on Me on the outside fourth. Liege Lord is fifth, just about 3 off the lead and moving up. The trailer is London Bullet going to the half-mile pole. Acts Like Loom is in front by 2 lengths now. Father Riley on the outside and Liege Lord at the rail. Lover's Concerto is fourth. Don't Get Hooked on Me is fifth, and 6 lengths back is London Bullet. It's Acts Like Loom in front by 3 going to the quarter pole. Father Riley is next, a gap of 6 to Liege Lord, and turning for home. Acts Like Loom in front by 2.5. Father Riley is next, a gap of 3. Liege Lord, Lover's Concerto next, and Don't Get Hooked on Me. They pass the 16th pole now, and Acts Like Loom opens up 4. A late run by Liege Lord. It's Acts Like Loom.
Acts Like Loom under the wire with Dean Coos for B.S. Flint. 1:11 into the time, the Mutuals. Acts Like Loom, the 2-horse, 8-4-220. The 3-horse, Father Riley, second in here with Kenny Hare. 360 and 220 in the rail horse. Liege Lord, my selection. Mikey Smith, $2.20 in the bottom. 23 exacted, 2-3. Acts Like Loom, Father Riley, $27.40. Seventh race of the afternoon. Maidens go 4.5 furlongs here, and this is a humdinger. Stalaxis from the rail. Kenny Hare, 6-1 in the morning line. Bet down to 3-1. Belchester out of the 2-hole. Mike Allen, 3-1 in the morning line. He'll go at 2-1. The 7-horse, Well Aware, Carl Coots, 6-1, and the outside horse, Breathe Freely, Mike Smith on a 14-1 shot. You don't get too many of those. Here they come, race 7.
In line. They're on. Stalaxis on the inside for the lead. Mr. Iverson quickly hustles up. Boca's Cool is right there, and Steel Blaze, joined by Well Aware. Shy Go Gary, and on the far outside is Shining Pack. Midway on the turn, Mr. Iverson on the inside. Boca's Cool is right there. Steel Blaze, Well Aware on the outside. At the top of the stretch now, Boca's Cool. Steel Blaze on the outside. Mr. Iverson, Stalaxis at the rail, and Well Aware rallies on the outside. By the 16th pole at the rail, it's Stalaxis now drawing clear.
Stalaxis under the wire, the winner here. Time of the race, 53-3. The 1-horse Stalaxis wins it, returning $8.80, $5 and $4.20. The 7-horse runs second. Well Aware, Carl Coots, $6.80, $4.40. And the 8-horse Shy Go Gary, David Essman, $5 on the bottom as we kick off the triple here. And now, a very, very special interview with an old buddy of mine. I'm here with a very special guest, Ira Kaplan, the publicity director at Charlestown Raceway, Charlestown, West Virginia.
West Virginia.
You bet. Now, let me tell you what the significance of all this is. When I lived in Washington, D.C., we used to go to Laurel and Pimlico and Bowie during the day, and then we'd make that beautiful drive over the mountains at night down to Charlestown. Tell us a little bit about Charlestown, and if you get to the D.C. area or the Charlestown area, you got to see this racetrack.
Oh, it's a whole different story from Canterbury Downs here. It's a 6-furlong track. It's a bull ring, so the racing is real different. And it's been open since 1933, so it's got a lot of history behind it. Mm-hmm. And it's a sort of place surrounded by the Blue Ridge Mountains, and it's a beautiful setting to see the races. And it's a whole different thing from here, the track, the horses.
I can remember, Ira, when they had 2 racetracks side by side. They had a law in West Virginia that you couldn't run over 150 consecutive days. Right. So the guy that owned Charlestown built a racetrack across the street, Shenandoah Downs.
Right.
And is now used as a training track.
Right. They closed it down about 20 years ago, and now it's just a training track. That's it.
That's 20 years ago. Took myself off right there. But I think West Virginia racing it was just unbelievable. We used to go down there and have dinner at night, and the sunsets, and it's really a spectacular sight to see. It really is. And you had great jockeys back then, Luigi Gino. I guess Phil Grove is still around?
Phil Grove is still there. He's their top jockey right now.
Is he really?
He's quite a jockey. He's real good.
How old would he be now?
He's in his mid-40s, I'd say. Just passed 3,000 wins not too long ago.
Right.
So he's right up there.
He was just a kid like me when I was attending the races there. They had a lot of up-and-comers. Danny Wright used to ride there. I don't know if you remember Danny Wright or not.
They had some people, Sammy Palumbo, which is before your time.
Right.
King of the half-milers.
Right.
Jesse Davidson has ridden down there.
Right,
Right? George Cusimano, the late George Cusimano, rode down there before his tragic death.
You know who we've got riding there now, which is real interesting, is a fellow by the name of Willie Clark. Willie is 66 years old, and he's the oldest active jockey in the country.
Is that right?
And he wins his share of races.
Does he
wins
really?
like 15% of his mounts. He's in the top 30 or so in the jockey standings right
Now,
now.
how many mounts a day does he get?
He rides about 1 or 2 mounts a day. Because he is 66 years old, you can allow him that.
Right.
He wins his share, I'll tell you. He's an aggressive old rider.
For sure. Now, we're going to open a track up here in Little Falls eventually, as soon as we get the money straightened out. What advice would you give them up there? And are you going to put an application in to get back home?
Well, I love it here, but I also love it in Charlestown. And
You bet.
I like it there. But what Heartland's doing sounds real good. They're starting a little smaller, and then they'll build from there.
Right.
That'd be the only advice I can give them, is not to start too big, because you can always build. And that's what they're going to do.
You bet. Ira, listen, thanks a million for coming on with me. Now, when I get back there, is there any chance to sneak me into the grandstand?
I might even give you a few tips.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be great. We'll be right back after this.
Hello. Ed feels we should have a jingle to introduce our new Bartles and James Premium Peach Cooler. He's hired Stony Munson and the Stonecutters, who recorded "Since My Peach Walked Out on Me, Life Has Been the Pits." They're trying to give it a more upbeat feel and work in some words about our all-natural peach taste. Please do not let the fact that we do not yet have a jingle keep you from trying our new Bartles and James Premium Peach. Thanks for your support.
Few things are more exciting than cheering for a thoroughbred as it races for the finish line. So imagine what it must feel like to own one. Win your very own racehorse with all expenses paid. Father's Day, June 19th at Canterbury Downs.
Eighth event of the afternoon, Claimers tangle again. 350 yards of distance, and the big question here was, could they beat the Chalk? The Chalk pay tribute with Jerry Rodriguez out of the 5-hole. Here they come in race number 8.
They're off. And While Away gets the early lead. Now She Is Our Revival gains. Chicory Dial is next. Mr. Tony B. Tough on the inside, and Pay Tribute gains. While Away on the outside, and Pay Tribute.
Under the wire, the winner here, While Away, Bobby Pledge for Mark Holder, returning 960, 340, and 280. The 5-horse, the Chalk, Pay Tribute, returning 260 and 240 with Jerry Rodriguez. And the 2-horse, Chicory Dial, Joey Castro, 360 in the bottom, 65 exacta, While Away, Pay Tribute, $19.80. Ninth race on the card, the featured event of the day. Allowance Company goes a mile here. 5 Goodwin's Duel. Turnback John, Dean Coots out of the 2-hole. The outside horse, Realness, with Ricky Evans at 3-5. Rob That Train. Manny Ortiz Jr. out of the 3-hole. Also had possibilities. Up to the roof, and the call, the feature at 1 mile, Tony Bentley.
They're all in line. They're off. Turnback John for the lead. Bull James on the inside. Rob That Train is next. Cummins Creek and Realness as they round the first turn. Bull James has the lead. Realness now hustles up from the outside. Turnback John right there between horses. A length back is Rob That Train. Cummins Creek is the trailer in 5th, about 5 lengths off the lead as they turn down the back stretch. Realness on the outside, and Turnback John heads apart for the lead. Bull James now back in 3rd. On the inside, Rob That Train now moving up between horses, and Cummins Creek as they head for the far turn. Realness now in sole possession of the lead by 2.5. Turnback John second by 4. At the rail is Bold James. Rob That Train and Cummins Creek is the trailer. At the quarter pole, Realness coasting along by 3 now. Turned back John can't make up any ground. Next is Rob, that train now from the outside, Cummins Creek. At the furlong pole, Realness is in command of this field by 7. Turned back John is next. Cummins Creek, it's Realness. They won't catch him today.
Ricky Evans takes Realness under the wire, the winner here in the feature. 1:38.2, the time for the mile. The Mutuals, the 5-horse Realness for Carl Knapsker and Rick Evans. 3:40, 2:60, 2:10. The 2-horse Turn Back John, Dean Coots, 3:40 and 2:10. And the 3-horse Rob, that train, Manny Ortiz Jr., 2:10 in the bottom. A lot of 2:10s on the outside there. 5-2 exact, the Realness, Turn Back John, listed today by the Dark Man in the newspaper, The Free World, the Star and Tribune. 5-2, Realness, Turn Back John, $11.40. In the pick 6 today, bad news in the 6. 23, 21, 65. Had about 28 grand in the pool. 6 to 6 goes 9 times, $1,180.40. 5 of 6 goes 187 times for 56 and change. I'm developing a deeply affectionate relationship with the triple. I care for the triple. 1, 65, $100.20. 10th race on the card here. Claimers, Gold Mile here. Last race of the day at the Downs. Leo Maker out of the 2-hole here, 12-1 Atkins. He's tough. Phyllis Girl, 2-1. Nigeria, 3-2. They were the chalk in here. Sun-Kissed Cutie with Donna Barton goes for Wade White. Can Wade White win the nightcap with a long shot 2 nights in a row? Let's find out. Here they come in race number 10 at the Downs.
They're off. From the outside, Tribute to Danny hustles up for the lead. Leo Maker is next. Phyllis Girl and Sun-Kissed Cutie on the outside, and they're into the first turn. Tribute to Danny has the lead. Sun-Kissed Cutie next in second. On the inside, Leo Maker racing in third. Lanyon's Mark up on the outside, and Phyllis Girl right there. A gap of 3. Sly Wheeler is now 6th. Soy Charisma on the outside, a gap of 3. Back to Born a Doll. Nigeria is next. And Lady Ellie Gray trails as they pass the half-mile pole. Heading to the far turn now, Sun-Kissed Cutie on the outside. Tribute to Danny at the rail. Lanyon's Mark right there in third. Soy Charisma is 4th, and Sly Wheeler up on the outside 5th. Leo Maker dropping back, and Nigeria begins to pick up horses on the outside. At the top of the stretch now, it's Tribute to Danny, Sun-Kissed Cutie, Lanyon's Mark, Nigeria circling horses. They move to the 8th pole. Nigeria takes over the lead. Tribute to Danny is back to 2nd. None of the others are gaining. By the 16th pole, it's Nigeria. She's drawing away.
Under the wire, the winner here, Nigeria, Dean Coots to the chalk, 1:39 into the time. The Mutuals, Nigeria, Dean Coots, $5, $363. Chris Valovich on the 1-horse here. And I'm going to tell you what, this kid can flat out get a horse to the wire. $12.60, $8. The 8-horse, Tribute to Danny with a flaw, $5.20 in the bottom. Exacting the nightcap, Nigeria, the 4-horse, to Sly Wheeler, the 1-horse with Chris Valovich, $90 even.
Well, that wraps up today's Big Ten race card here at the Downs. How about that feature? Don't forget, join us out here this weekend. Post time, 1:30 Saturday, 1:30 Sunday. And if you can't be with us, don't forget, join us on WCCO here, 9 o'clock and 11:35. I'm Dark Star. Thanks for being with us.